Alright, hey, what's going on, guys? This is Mast, and welcome back to some more Deadlock. Again, we're going to do a post-commentary. In this one, we are playing Warden for the first time. Not my first time ever playing him, but the first time we're doing a video with him. I have not played a ton of Warden. By the way, man got awfully cheeky there with the heavy punch. I thought this Bebop played really well in lane, at least. Which made the lane really fun, because I actually had a lot of trouble in the early game, and you'll definitely see that, where I didn't know what the hell I should be doing to have much of a chance in lane. We ended up doing a good job. I think Bebop in general is a menace, and especially a lane menace, so I think just coming even is fine. Warden's a weird character, where he's like a bruiser ADC that does a lot of things and a lot of nothing at the same time. I don't know. I am assuming competitively he is good. I think generally speaking, he's that type of character that at low levels is going to feel really good, because for me, when I was still new to the game, he felt insane. You got hit by his 3. Oh my god, you don't know what the hell you're doing. You don't know how to get out of his 3 yet, and it just breaks everything. Speaking of breaking everything, boom! We didn't kill him or anything, but that was like a little combo right there to start the game. I was kind of proud of that one, man. I was kind of proud of that. We got like the splash on the 1, the root on the 3, a heavy punch, some bullet damage. It doesn't matter. He's Bebop. He's chilling. Time for him to come murder me at some point soon with OP pull or something. I don't know why I've been in this habit lately of either having perfect melee charges or like going 2 times out of the actual range when PvPing or fighting minions, man. I don't know what the deal is with that. It's like, I know I want to charge, but maybe my mind doesn't compute whether it's remotely possible to actually charge from that distance. I think what it comes down to is just like, I need it, and then I literally can't reach it, but then like the need for it overpowers it more. Anyways, in the early game here, we're mostly trying to play very heavily. I think I did a really good job for the most part of staying safe from Bebop pull. It's kind of a weird way to approach this video, but I think it's almost more relevant to talk about how painful it is to lane against Bebop and trying to deal with that, rather than even how we're playing Warden. Because Warden doesn't have a whole lot to play around in the early game. As one, you need to rank up a little bit to do any damage. Even once it does that damage, a lot of it's utility. So the 1 isn't anything special, which is a splash damage, a little canister thing that we throw. Doesn't have a crazy low cooldown, just does okay. It's kind of like Kelvin's snowball in the early game, where like it exists, it's something, but it's not that good yet. And honestly, it's not that crazy ever. It's not an insane ability. It's mostly just kind of utility debuff ability. And then the 3 doesn't do much yet if you're playing against decent players who have learned how to deal with it. So we're not gonna be able to play around that very heavily unless he's getting really aggressive with me. If we both get aggressive, we both get up close, or like heavy meleeing, or all of his stamina's down, or there's some reason he's gonna be somewhat sitting still, then our 3 will actually do something. But until we get other things to make it more plausible that it'll go off, then it's not gonna tend to do things. So we're kind of down abilities in the early game. Right here, I got really aggro just because he was being so aggro, and he had an absolutely filthy parry, but like he's dead as hell. So, if he hit the second parry, I might have quit the game right there. If he hit the, because that wasn't even a heavy charge parry, man. A heavy charge parry is the like typical, okay, nice parry, man, nice parry. You got the, you saw the big predictable auto. No, I did the little baby auto because I was out of ammo, I'm pretty sure. And no, the man was ready for it. It was super clean, but we still get the kill anyways because he was just a little bit overextended and he was still low from before. So in the early game with Warden, there's not a whole lot to do. Ideally, we do want to get that 3 going. As we get just a little bit deeper, we start getting a lot more potential pressure in the lane. Basically, we just need our itemization pretty badly. Against Bebop, Bebop should just be winning this lane. I don't think there's a world where Bebop should not be winning this lane. Very, very greedy of me to be daring to push up to those stairs. I'm trying to think, other than like just melee range pulls, I don't think he's landed a pull yet. I've been very aware of when he'd be looking for it, and we've like, I think straight up rolled through at least 2 of them by now. So definitely getting a little, maybe ego getting a little high. Like, well, that was disgusting, man. That was a dirty roll right there. I could tell he was gonna go for the heavy charge on the minion, so I went for a heavy charge on him. So we got a little free damage out of that. So we're sitting full HP. He's a little under half HP. Because of that, I'm totally down to like bait the pull a little bit. And what's crazy, okay, do you guys get this? Do I just get ping diffed every game? I think it says 25 ping down there. I should really zoom. That's tragic. I forgot how close that was. I remember thinking about typing to him. I remember thinking about typing something about like being an inch away from death. And then I thought when I was gonna type it that it's like, no, I'm coping. He was half HP. No, that man was actually dead if that heavy charge connected. That sucks. So we got bebopped. He pulled me into tower, and then tower did the work, and then we've been bebopped. Not really too much to it. Very close to a kill, and well played by him. Like I said, I think this guy played the lane well. And this was a game I had a lot of fun with, man, because Warden is somebody that I'm still very much learning at the moment, but I thought I played a really solid Warden game. And then, like, stats-wise, KD-wise, all that stuff, it definitely showed as we get, like, later on into the game. That was pretty close to actually being a pull on me. We do have ultimate right now, so I'm not all that scared of him if we're getting into an actual melee range engagement. If he pulls me in full commits with his ultimate, our ult is going to have a big charge up time, bigger than his charge up time on Bebop ult, which does have disgusting damage, but our ult is kind of like a closer range, worse Bebop ult, except for damage trades. And damage trades, it should still be better because we can do other things like auto attack during it, and it's also a sustainability. I don't know why I'm rolling all over the place. It's also a sustain. Maybe I thought I was going to get pulled there, but it gives sustain compared to the Bebop that's just damage. Like right here, he gets aggro. We're just ulting in place. And so for anybody that's new to Warden, his ultimate feels really bad a lot of the time because you root yourself, if I'm remembering right, for 2.2 seconds in place. This can be canceled by stuns. I don't know if it can be canceled by silence. Probably not by silence. Normally most ults don't, but because it's like kind of a charge up time into the ult, maybe even that can be silenced. I don't know. But once you get it going, if people stay in that small range, it is very gross. You can auto attack them, you can throw abilities, you're just getting stupid DPS out in a cone in front of you, and then healing through that damage as well. So it's kind of like a really supercharged Abrams one or something. Is he gonna go for the crazy Bebop pull? Oh, and I already knew it was coming. I already knew it was coming. By the way, there's not gonna be any like mic commentary in this one because it would just be heavy breathing and occasional giggles. Which you guys are probably like I shouldn't have said heavy breathing. I was kidding on that, but I don't know why to make myself sound fat. But oh my god, this game matters so much. But yeah, there's no commentary. It was like a dead silent game, and it's like 9 p.m. I don't want to talk to people either, man. I don't care if my team talks to me. I don't want to talk to my team. No yapping involved in this one. That one I actually got lucky on. I don't know if that was out of range or if I somehow dodged that. Because I dodged pretty late. Like I saw the hand of death right there in my face, and then we dodged. So I don't know if we did anything from that. As usual, I say as usual, I've done this video one time before now. We're gonna have the items going up as I buy them. I'm not necessarily gonna talk about all of them as that happens, because you know, so far I literally have not for any of them. He has bebopped me. Oh, I thought he went for ult there. Oh, I was all ready to, okay. Is his ult still down? Oh, that's what's gonna happen, I think. Yeah, so one thing I wasn't thinking about in this trade, I believe, like before when we had that engagement, he ulted, I ulted, my ult won. I believe now what we're going to have is he's going to get a hook on me very soon. I've been feeling safe because I have health advantage. I feel like I've been playing better. I think he's going to hook me momentarily, and then I'm not going to have ult, and I'm just, yeah, disgusting hook. Insane range hook. Must have just gotten it upgraded. And then here I am trying to find any way around, and I'm like, shit, that's not going to work because they decided to buff Bebop ult. Which I'm not kidding, last patch, before this recent patch, I could have just hid back there and at least made him move around to get the angle, but now there's like a little radius where if Bebop just hits the ground near you, it'll like bounce to you or whatever, which is a wild buff for already a disgusting damage ult that was pretty easy to hit. So unfortunately, we really did get patch diffed there. However, if he dares to step up again after that kill, then now I have ultimate, and then now we can do kind of the same thing back, where his ult's down, we get to kill him, versus our ult's down, he gets to kill us. Yeah, if I was just a little bit more prepared for being in, yeah, that's right. He's so greedy, man. This absolute psychopath invades my camps. As I'm coming back to lane, I'm like, I don't even have to ult this. This guy's dead as hell. And then I'm like, wait, I'm out of ammo. This guy might not be dead as hell. I've been punched a mile, but we kill him. Spoilers. Oh, I thought I was right then. We kill him. Spoiler. Yeah, I got a little bit greedy with that. I really thought we would do more damage, and I really underestimated how hard he would be able to peel for himself with the Bebop punch that, if I remember right, I had just heard him use. Maybe I was tripping on that. I think when we heard him invading the camp, I think he had used his punch and his bomb, and it just came off cooldown. Like, he must have gotten the rank 1 upgrade to his punch to make it lower cooldown. He might already have T2 cooldown in his build or something too. So here we're finally getting to use Slowing Hex. We used it in the last engagement as well. I'm ulting in place. It's kind of hard to tell, I feel like, in the video. I got absolutely zero follow-up on this, and I missed my last bullet / tower block the last bullets, so we don't get to kill him, and it's tragic. It's not really too bad that we didn't get follow-up there. Okay, it's a little bit bad, but like they were at least dealing with the pocket, and then we still get to push the tower. So while it's unfortunate, it's not the biggest deal. And this was a lazy game for me, so I didn't use any comms, so they, you know, if they weren't paying attention to the map, they didn't know the gank was coming. It's not as big of a deal. Yeah, we get a tower back for it, which is nice. And then Bebop is finishing off purple tower right now, so we can go for a rotation on him. And then again, we can slowing hex into the 3. And not really going to do much until we get a rotation in here. I wanted to clear out these minions here. It seems really troll. I want to make sure we don't lose the tower to the minions. So I temporarily let, while we get our cooldowns back, I temporarily let McGinnis go in and see if she can do anything. Because that tower, like you can see the sliver, is that one minion that I left behind to go help actually almost did it on its own. So it is hanging on by the tiniest bit. Those early towers tend to matter a lot. So I've been trying to defend it here. And then I wanted to go for Urn, but this absolute mad lad was like, hey, what if I dive in here and int? And then, believe it or not, he did that. So, yeah. So then he dies, 7 ult, so we gotta go temporarily disengage until the ult's gone. / not really disengage, just like hide. And we get to go back in as it expires, or he gets CC'd. I think he gets walled off by McGinnis, so he gets stunned by that. Then we get to clean him up if I can land any shots. So for anybody new to Warden or just new to Deadlock in general, let's go ahead and talk about the kit a little bit. I know I've kind of vaguely touched on it so far. Here I want to disengage because I'm worried about getting bebopped. He's probably coming back to lane. But the one does a slow, it nerfs weapon damage. As you rank it up to max rank, it nerfs fire rate. It does, I don't know if I said this already, it does damage. It's just a big debuff splash ability that does not go very far, but like you just chuck it and their life is worse. It's not a lot worse, but it's worse. So that's basically what the 1 does, not that much to it. The 2 is an incredibly simple ability. You get a spirit shield, so spirit / ability damage. Not all abilities are spirit damage, but most of them are. Is gonna get blocked temporarily, the shield lasts for like 7 seconds, and you get a move speed buff as well. So we rank that up a little bit to get the move speed higher. I think it starts at 15%, and then we rank it up to get it another 20% to get to a 35% move speed buff for 7 seconds, which is really nice for Warden, because he's otherwise super immobile. I don't know why these like absolute psychos miss the Bebop hole. And he also, I don't know what he did there. I don't know if I'm tripping. I swear I heard him charge ult up and then not ult somehow. Because it would show me if he used ult. It'd show it on his little ult icon. And then naturally, like, they're 2-man pushing purple, and there's no way to defend that, so I just went over here to make sure that the Guardian doesn't get too pushed in the blue lane. They're trying to 2v1 me, whatever. Have fun, bozos. So, we just try and farm up. Purple's finally been lost. Not really anything to do about it. If it was just Bebop, I'd just fight the Bebop 1v1. I think we'd be pretty comfortable doing that right now. Out farming him by 3k. So, yeah, the 2, move speed, spirit shield. The 1, debuff, damage, decently low cooldown, especially once you get it to that max rank, it goes down a lot in cooldown. The 3 is an interesting ability. It's a very unique ability where you place this curse on them, is like the technical lore thing that happens, and they have to move a certain distance that they can see on their screen. You can somewhat see on your screen. I feel like it's a little more visible to enemies because I think on yours it's blue, on theirs it's red or whatever. If they don't move out in time, they take a bunch of damage and they get rooted for a very long time. I don't know, minions went absolutely wild right there. I don't know what that was. So with the 3, if you can manage to land it, it is disgusting. And that's why we have this slowing hex item in the build that we built a little while ago. Not an item you will see all that often on all that many different builds, but it is a ranged active item that does a little bit of damage, and you just kind of pick a target with it. And then it'll slow their movement and their dashes. So that'll heavily impede their ability to escape you. Doesn't always do enough. We also have Mystic Reach early in the build as well, because that increases the size of like the 3 radius that they have to get out of. So very, like this guy I actually do not know how he zoomed this hard. I don't know if he has like debuff remover or something and I wasn't paying attention. Some sort of, not debuff remover, I don't think. There's no way he'd have that yet, but like debuff reducer, some sort of thing to make his life easier there. Maybe he's got enduring speed already, so slows don't do as much. That man was absolutely zooming, even though I dumped so much to stick to him. It blew my mind that we didn't get to at least punish him there, if not straight up kill him. So, and then the ultimate, we've already basically talked about, I guess. There's not really much more to it. The ultimate also says it gives bullet resist and then doesn't state the bullet resist, at least at the moment. I stared at this ability, did not see the bullet resist anywhere. So supposedly it makes you tankier. I have been building with that in mind. If I remember right, this game, because they have a high spirit team, I just trusted if we need particularly high bullet resist in the early game, we'll just get it from the ultimate. I don't think we had I don't even remember what it's called. There's some bullet item that's in this build that makes it so that you take less bullet damage as you shoot more, essentially. I don't think we have that yet. Maybe we have it yet. I build it so little it could be the item that's in this extra slot right now. I don't even know. I don't know what that item looks like, even though it's in the build. But I've been mostly trusting that we don't need bullet resist, so eventually we end up getting just straight up improved spirit armor. And I would recommend that in general for this guy if it seems like it's something you'll need. Because Warden can get very, very punished if he eats too much damage too fast. Very important to survive a certain amount of time. So with the abilities out of the way, that a little bit discussed for anybody curious, we're starting to scale pretty hard right now. I've been farming a lot. I've got my T2 items almost entirely online. And so now I'm starting to beam. It's easier to land my 3 right now. I'm pretty tanky. I just got a bunch of shield items finished. So like right now as I run at this guy, I got a 350 bullet shield. When I have that up, I hit a lot harder. I have a 450, I think, spirit shield, at least when our 2s popped, which makes our abilities hit harder, makes our cooldown lower. So like I'm getting into like a pretty ridiculous power spike. I have a ton of HP at this stage of the game. We're only 16 minutes in. I have 2k HP. I'm kind of a unit. What we doing, Bebop? Oh, this kill was tragic, man. I hopped way too far, and then this guy just runs at the speed of light, and then I get CC'd off by Lash, and we don't get to kill him. And I even hit the one after there. I threw that I just yeeted it over the truck, actually hit it, clean as hell, doesn't matter at all. And then Lash gets greedy, and he thinks he wins these. Hang on. Where's he at? And I'm like, buddy, surely there's still a Bebop around. And then there wasn't, so yeah, he dies. We do a lot of damage right now, man. We do a lot of damage. You can see, if you look at the top of the screen, I am sitting at 20k. Very hefty gold lead. Lash is down at 12k. Like, that is not a fight you ever want to be taking there. And this is where we just start scaling like crazy. Or snowballing like crazy is probably a better thing to say. 7 goes down in an instant. This guy walks in front of me. He's dead in an instant. We don't just get to delete through the Bebop ult. Actually, yes, we do. We get a Mo ult. He just straight up canceled it. I feel bad, man. I didn't realize the Mo ult was happening in real time. I forgot about it for the video, too. So I was a little late reacting to it. He probably dies anyways. He was face tanking 2 people that he wasn't ulting. But yeah, this guy's dead. Bing! Like, I'm just going burr right now. So this is definitely the the ideal for Warden. Is I think over the course of like 7-ish minutes, I went from like 2 and 2, 3 and 2, just kind of solid laning phase against a good Bebop, into just we are gonna hard carry this game. And then I got a stupid amount of money here, so we'll get Enduring Speed finally to finish that off. Headhunter. I want to get Veil Walker. This is something that I was thinking about, and then I peeked at some, what is his name? Some Warden builds, and I saw at least some of them had Veil Walker in there. So that's something I want to mess with. I've played him little enough. I haven't even built this item yet before this game. I'm pretty sure we get it done in this game. So, don't really know for sure how good it is. The idea was basically, just being able to refresh our shields consistently and using those shields, because the shield items give you damage, essentially. They come with spirit power, they come with bullet damage when those shields are up, giving us a way to keep those extra stats so that we can still be tanky but still hit hard. And then Lash does not get to do this at all. I just want to try and make sure that we get the Walker first, and then we try and go on him. But it's kind of awkward. I got to reload. One thing that you can do that we do right there is I ult through the reload. This build very much suffers from ammo. Oh my god, I am eating their entire team. Dip! Dip! And we actually get a dip, because the team's doing stuff. They're too distracted. They'd have to int so hard to chase me down there. And then pocket split pushing for reasons. So, actually, that's a good split push. Never mind. You got a Guardian. That's actually a good split push here. I am talking shit. That's actually worth. Yeah, kind of crazy that we get out of that. I got so shredded, and that's a spot. Literally that exact spot, I am thinking in my head, okay, we are farming up for improved spirit armor. No clue why I didn't buy it there. I think it's just because I wanted to try out Veil Walker, because I just literally had not built it on Warden ever yet. But, yeah, definitely the, wow, if we ever actually eat all their damage at once, I am just disappearing, and then I don't get to play the game. Because Warden is such an overtime damage character. His ultimate is literally just like, you have to channel it, and then you have to cast it over like 5-6 seconds or whatever. You have to wait for his 3 to land. You're just kind of running after people, auto-attacking him. Like, he's not bursty at all. So if you go down to burst, it's really, really bad. So any games like that where it seems like you might just be getting deleted by anything, improved spirit armor might be good. If you're getting deleted by bullets, metal skin would be really good. And that's also in the build as well. Something I've been working into a lot of my builds. I don't think the older ones will have it yet, but as I revisit characters, I've been frequently adding in utility items if it feels like it's remotely relevant for them. Stuff like debuff remover, metal skin, ethereal shift, those types of items that just kind of get you out of bad situations that tend to be like team comp dependent. I've been mixing into a lot of builds. So speaking of builds, one thing to talk about a little bit, Kinetic Dash, the item that I brought up in the Haze video that I have not been building much, I think it is just like a straight up perfect item for Warden. I think it's so good because he's somebody that basically wants a ton of movement, and Kinetic Dash fits really perfectly for that. And then also if you're getting the ideal circumstances for him, oh my God. Popping the 2 plus our like Veil Walker and everything, we got a 650 bullet shield, 1100 spirit shield, and improved spirit armor. So I am an absolute unit into their spirit damage right now. That is crazy. It's like we mitigate almost half, and then we also had just a straight up 1k shield on top. And this guy's dead. Have fun being dead, Bozo. Oh, that's right. I wanted to ult on in here, but stuns existed. That's what I was talking about with the ult. Sometimes you can get so punished with it where, like, you don't lose the cooldown at least, but we do just straight up get stunned out of channeling it. I'm trying to remember. I think you can get stunned while you're casting. I'm like 90% sure. Now, for some reason, I can't remember the last time I've been hit by a stun while I'm actually casting it, not channeling it. I'm pretty sure it can just straight up get taken by that, just like a Bebop ult would or something, but maybe I'm tripping. Unfortunately for Warden, his ultimate's honestly not good enough for it to matter that much. I don't think there's really any game where you'd particularly care about going unstoppable for like somebody like Haze would go, other than just in general, you're just getting CC'd so hard that you actually don't get to play the game. Like, I don't think losing ultimate would make it worth it. So try and kind of greed the opportunity to take the, not the shrines. I always forget what you call those guys. Little last line of defense. I see Bebop's alone here, so I just keep turning and burning. And also there's kind of no reason not to because we're so ridiculously fast. And then, and then I don't know why I dipped out there actually, because I knew he was alone. Reflex? Stupid big dumb reflex? I don't know, man. Yeah, we get a rundown. Poor, did I call him Bebop? I do that sometimes. They're both robots. Rundown Dynamo right there. Meanwhile, while we were getting chased down, team's been pushing objectives as well. Poor Lash doesn't get to play the game because we're gonna ult. So he's gonna disappear from existence. Then Seven's gonna disappear from existence. It's actually disgusting how much damage there is in this build. Then Bebop thinks he gets to ult. No, no, he has to have debuff remover or some shit. This guy is so fast. Look at that. Didn't I hit him with the, unless I put it on somebody else, didn't I hit him with the, I don't remember what it's called. Whatever our active item is that makes him slow. I literally said the exact name earlier, but it's already gone from me. So we kind of just snowballed through. Like, we are just ending game right now. The team's done a good job keeping up. I have been absolutely beaming. One thing, I literally just put this build together, if I'm remembering right, before this game. Actually, I might have put it together the game before this one. I had an absolutely abysmal, I had one of those games where I did fine, but my team went like 0-20 in four of our lanes. And like 4 people in 2 lanes went like 0-20. I think I had one of those games right before this, and I might have had that build for this. But I learned nothing, because that was a just watch my team lose the game game type of game. Which does happen, man. It does happen. It happens in MOBAs to begin with, and it happens that much more when it's 6v6 instead of 5v5. Makes it that much easier to get team diffed every once in a while. I say every once in a while. I feel like maybe, I don't know, it's not that often. Probably like 25% of games just feel like, oh my god, why is there no surrender button? It is so over. It is so cooked. And yeah, just like that, we're through. We won really hard. By the way, I didn't notice it in real time. I noticed as it was getting close. I'm pretty sure Haze literally soloed the mid boss, which I have not seen anybody other than McGinnis do. Maybe I missed something, or maybe I was being blind and it was McGinnis that did it. But that caught me really off guard. I remember hearing the mid boss sound while we're at like sieging the base, ending the game, and being like, wait a minute. And then looking down the map and only seeing one icon, and I was like, all right, I guess she shreds. So, so yeah, that was something, man. That was something. But thank you guys for watching. Hopefully you all enjoyed the video. Again, as usual, I don't know why I keep saying as usual. I've done this one time recently. If you guys are enjoying the post commentary, if there's anything you'd like to see different with it, feel free to let me know. If you really want to see the return to live commentary, let me know. But like I brought up in the last one, I'm planning to just temporarily do this as I keep getting more comfortable with the game. And I think we'll probably still mix in some live commentary videos, but I think I'll try and at least get a decent amount of games recorded like this. Because once I just have a game where I'm like, nice, I played well. Nice, this was a solid game. Then I can start messing around more with live commentary, which is kind of a different feel, you know? But this way it's easier for me to get videos and easier for me to get better at the game while I'm trying to very much get better at the game. Because, oh my God, like there's so many people trying to get good fast, and I do want to try and keep up, and I want to catch up to the people that have been playing. And it's tough, man. This is a difficult game. It is actually maybe not harder than League and Dota. I actually can't say. I have not played them. It is leagues harder than Smite or Pred or any of the other MOBAs that I've played. But anyways, thank you guys for watching. Hopefully you all did enjoy the video, and I will see you all in the next one.
I've been seeking for the glory. Say my name. And I've been trying to write my own story in the search for fame. I'm sitting here in this empty room. Walls keep tumbling down.